Super Gaming, you're saying we are in the age where people are mad when a game doesn't come to Game Pass, and their first question about a new game is, will it be on Game Pass? Dude, I know, man, and I fucking hate that shit. You know, like it looks so sad and pathetic.
What's so sad and pathetic is your YouTube channel. I mean, look at this. It's like you literally worship this company every single day. Your entire channel is a shrine to a corporation. Let that sink in. Plus, what's wrong with wanting to save some money on games?
Like not because gamers want a great deal, but because you are hurting the gaming industry.
Tell me you don't know anything about business without telling me you don't know anything about business. And if anyone's hurting the gaming industry, it's probably you, because you're the one that's advocating for $70 games. I mean, in the past, this guy's made videos saying that an extra $10 for a game isn't a big deal. Which maybe it isn't for some people, but it's absolutely unnecessary to raise the price. The gaming industry is more profitable than ever, and Sony is putting their games on their own store. They're literally making more profit by charging you $70 for a game instead of $60. And so basically, they're not interested in the consumer's best interests.
You are, you know, like if there's a, I want to stress this one last time. This probably won't be the last time, but I want to stress it again. Why do you think no other video game publisher has created a Game Pass competitor? Seriously. So Microsoft's been at it for years. They're not stopping. And we're being told that it's great for the industry. If it's so great for the industry, why has no one else created a Game Pass competitor?
There are Game Pass competitors. The only difference between Game Pass and other services is that they put their games day and date on the service. PS Plus puts Stray day and date on their subscription service, so Sony's definitely getting their feet wet with the idea.
They can't take the loss. Oh.
But we don't know if Game Pass isn't making money or not because Microsoft hasn't specified that yet.
Well, there you go. So I don't want to hear these people who are advocating for Game Pass and pushing for that shit so hard and saying, well, is it coming to Game Pass day one?
Oh yeah, how dare people want to save money on games. And this is the guy that's always hoping for a game to be exclusive to PlayStation for literally no reason other than to brag about it on Twitter.
And you see these people, it's like, guys, I hate to break it to you. The only reason developers get a bag for their games on Game Pass, and I've seen this. I've seen so many people talk about, well, this dev said something positive. I'm sure they did. Specific developers that Microsoft is signing checks to put games onto Game Pass, they're not the ones losing.
Okay, so it is good for devs. And who cares if Microsoft is losing money? If they don't care, then why should you care? I mean, they're literally the richest company in the world.
They're gonna take the bag. Microsoft's losing because they're able to lose. They're able to afford to lose that money. Someone is taking a loss. The only thing Microsoft is doing is pulling the veil over and trying to cover it up.
So you know for a fact that they're losing money on Game Pass and that they're trying to cover it up. Sources?
Anything to make Game Pass look good. Anything to make Game Pass look like the future. But what they won't tell you is how much money they're fucking losing behind the scenes. And if they told anybody that, you see, again, they don't need to tell anybody. Just look at other companies. Look at other publishers.
There are other companies and publishers making their own sub services though, like EA and Ubisoft. And by this logic, does that mean Netflix and Disney Plus are bad for the film industry? And that they're losing money too? Because I'm not going to believe that.
They are not following Microsoft because they would go under very quickly.
Man, this guy should be a CEO. He seems to know everything about the video game industry, even more so than the publishers themselves. But anyway, that's about it. This guy is just gonna keep rambling on and repeating the same points and move on to other topics. This wasn't really a video, this was just a clip from a stream that I found on Twitter and I felt like I just needed to respond to it. So yeah, don't sub to this guy. Sub to me instead or something, I don't know.